Alright, so today we're back with a wonderful video for you guys, and we're gonna talk about what they're really teaching y'all young people in school and how 95.6% of that is bullshit. Like, for instance, I would just like to say that the history they teaching y'all about everything that's going on in Egypt is mixed up, and they putting their own little like spin on shit. Y'all talking about it's only what?
In our history
It's only what,
books
5 sides to the pyramid?
Americanized.
It's only what, 5 sides to the pyramid and shit? It's really 9, my nigga. It's really 9.
It's 9 what?
Sides to the pyramid of Egypt.
For real?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
In the winter solstice, you can see that shit. It'll cast a shadow in the middle of that shit, and it'll only cast a shadow on half of it. Look at the structure. If you look at
I did hear that.
If you look at the structure of that shit, bro, it has 9 sides.
That's
all
wild
3 of them
shit.
bitches.
That's
But what they teach y'all in
biggest
school,
thing, bro. They tell us that humans built that shit.
No, they
with
did
just
not.
Some regular ass tools, bro.
Y'all believe that shit?
Nah, bro.
Y'all believe that shit, man? Come on. That sound right to y'all. We could build some big ass shit like that. Some rock. You see how big them motherfucking boulders
They
is?
got some pulleys that lift the boulders and bullshit like that. Man, get the fuck out of
They
here.
ain't had that shit, bro.
Capping their ass off. But I'm just everything
They want
in
you
our
to believe that,
textbooks
though.
that we learn in school is American. It's all Americanized. Like none of it is fully the truth.
It's all white people in ours, whatever that is.
Yes, no disrespect.
No
but it
disrespect.
is. But it is.
But
No
it is.
disrespect
It's
to
white
y'all,
people
but
in
it
our
is. Like, it's wild.
They always make it seem like the white man the hero.
Yeah, that's all they teach.
That's crazy though.
We don't know nothing about the black heroes. We just
Exactly.
know,
They only say the ones for the civil rights movement, and I feel like they say that because they have to,
Mm-hmm.
because schools is integrated. You feel me? So
They gotta tell you why.
yeah, they have to now because. But at the end of the day, you got out of what you can probably look at a middle school history textbook right now, and you'll probably only find like 3, 4, 5 chapters of that probably mention a black person. The rest of them is all what the Caucasian Americans have done.
What America is doing is fucking history up. So that in the future,
Yeah, that's all American.
our
That's all
kids-
American is doing is rewriting
Not for
history
our
to
kids.
make it.
for our great grandkids, when they look back on this time period, they're gonna be like, God damn, they was some disrespectful ass like, that country was terrible.
But that's the thing, though, the truth, though. A lot of people growing up thinking America is great, America is this, and it's like America is the land of opportunity, but it was built on.
I said this shit was great.
It was built on land that was stolen. America has always been cursed.
To be honest, if these white people,
I read this conspiracy that said the reason why all this bad stuff is happening right now is because America is built on some like ancient Native American burial ground.
Mm-hmm. I heard that shit
was
too.
yeah,
Hey,
actually,
Yeah,
no, I
see,
didn't
that
hear
shit,
about
that shit makes
Explain.
sense, though.
Elaborate.
So like you know the Native Americans, they dealt with like the curses and all the magic power. I'm not gonna say voodoo because
Yeah, but like, was it like a massive like burial ground that we?
I mean
like
all
pretty
of,
much.
all of the USA is really Native American.
Yeah, and all of this was their land.
Americans.
You feel me?
So, like,
All
it's
of this
just a
land belonged
conspiracy
to
saying that
Native Americans, to
A Native
Indians.
American had cursed it since the white people had
Took it
did all
over.
of that,
And
and then it cursed the future.
it's the same thing that happened with Iraq. Everybody knows, like, I've met so many Middle Eastern people that's really some of the most genuine, peaceful people in the world. And their land was full of peace until we wanted something that belonged to them. It's always been greed. All of our wars have been started by greed. But people don't want to admit that shit, bro. Like, the government wants you to know, it's like, you got to realize every person that you watch on the news, they're reading it off a script. Like, if a news person could go on live television and say what they actually wanted to say, and say actually like how they really felt about certain situations, they would probably, America would probably look down on them for real because of how we are. But that's real shit. It's all scripted. It's all fake. Like, they only tell you what you want to hear. It's all distractions to keep your mind off of what's really going on. And that's all sports has become for real, is politics and a distraction for the government.
And it's kind of their best distraction at the moment.
It is, because everybody's going to want to tune into it.
It
Cause
is. Every time something big going on around the world, they throw us something to distract us.
Every time.
Either some crazy ass meme or celebrity acting out, or they doing something big in the sports.
Facts. And it's like,
But
it's really just Biden and Trump.
neither one of them motherfuckers good.
For real, for real. They all involved in
But
scamming.
honestly, though,
Just like I seen a post.
this. But I don't even know if I'll vote for Joe Biden either.
Honestly. And that's just being real though. Like,
That's just being real.
honestly, I feel like because of the way the world is going or America is going,
All them
when it
niggas,
comes
bro,
to defense, I don't normally agree with Trump, but
sex trafficking.
when it comes to Trump, I feel like he, military wise, I feel like he has what it takes to defend the U.S. But obviously, lifestyle wise, things are different. Like, I seen this post this morning saying how Wesley Snipes has been in jail damn near, years, almost decades because of tax fraud and stuff. But Donald Trump has been found with billions of dollars of tax fraud with him not filing his taxes. But he gets to be president. Why? Because he's a white male. Like, people gotta start paying attention to the differences out here. Like, if you telling me that Donald Trump can
And it's not like
sit comfortably
we
in
not
his
paying
office,
attention, bro, because they putting it in movies. It's like the white people, bro, they even know what they doing. 'Cause they put it in movies. They show us all the time. About how
they
can
literally
be.
do though. All these movies, people gotta pay attention. All these movies, they have, most of them have a deeper meaning behind it than what you think. A lot of them tell secrets or tell you what's really going on. You just have to catch it and pay attention to it. But a lot of us, it goes right over our heads.
Like that Childish Gambino music video, that shit.
Yeah, like, I don't know about y'all who've seen the Childish Gambino, This Is America.
That shit fucked my head
But
all the way up.
obviously people know that song came out a while ago. And yeah, this racism has been going on forever, but just watching watch the background of his
Really
video.
watch the background of his video. Not
He literally
him.
shows
Not
what's
the
going
background
on.
dancers.
He literally showing what's
background.
going on now, back then when he shot that video. Like, he showed people with masks
He
and stuff, and
predicted the corona.
COVID wasn't even out then. And
He
stuff.
predicted the riots.
And I know most of y'all know that, Corona,
Police
the
killer.
government says Corona just came out, but that shit's been on the Lysol can since we was born.
They just amplified it. They
All they
realized at
did was
certain
take a
level-
strand of it. All they did was take a certain strand of it and send it out into the public.
Coronavirus is a man-made virus.
Most of our viruses in the United States are
A
man-made.
Yeah, most definitely.
Like
cancer, that's man-made.
exactly. Like everybody walks around like, oh, when you get cancer, you about dead and stuff. But there's a cure to every cancer out here.
There is.
There's a cure to every cancer and stuff. Like, the government, they've been going after everybody who say this, but like I said, Dr. Sevi probably had the cure, and he probably knows the cure.
And they probably
To
took
all
it
of
from
them.
him.
Well, like, rest in peace to Nipsey. That's why they got him. It's just a lot of shit out here people gotta pay attention to, man. Like, people just need to wake up and start realizing that the world's not really what you think it is. But I don't know. Y'all can give us y'all opinion and stuff. Maybe y'all have heard stuff that we haven't heard, or got proof of stuff that we haven't, heard of or seen yet. and stuff. But we actually like we actually damn near study conspiracies.
Mm-hmm.
Like to the point to where we will
that's
sit down and make sense of all of them.
some of them conspiracies ain't conspiracies. Them shit's true.
Yeah, most of them.
Niggas prove have to like the one about the with simulation. Elon Musk said one of the smartest niggas in the world said that there is a 99% chance that we're in a simulation. The only way to prove that we're not a simulation is if the world ends before we prove, before we get to that technology where we will be able to make a simulation more realistic. Because he said they're working on that now with the Sims game. The Sims games is getting more realistic every year, every time they make it.
Yeah, people, you gotta see that he also stated that basically how we have virtual reality now, like if time travel does exist, then obviously 10, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 50 years from now, we've gotten even better at it. So virtual reality can actually become reality and stuff to some people. So it's kind of like, you know how we might play virtual reality now. So what if like there's another you 30, 40 years from now playing a virtual reality game, but you're his character, basically. Like, basically, you know, the movie The Matrix was based off of that stuff. The one good guy was the whole series was based off of him trying to prove that the world is a simulation. But obviously the government, certain agencies of the government was against it, so they were trying to kill him the whole series. If you pay attention, that's what the whole Matrix series was about. Was trying to prove that everybody was fake. We were all made. We were all created.
Told him, he said, "Free your mind." This nigga just jumped from building to building, and he didn't even know he could do it. I don't even know how the fuck he freed his mind, but he flew. And that's when he started realizing this shit ain't real. That's what they said. One day, what if the world just glitch? What if everybody just freeze? How would we react?
Yeah, how would we react?
Would that mean that there's no meaning to life?
No. How would you?
Like, if you just found out you're a simulation.
But then, like, if
Not
everything
real.
froze, would people freeze? Because, like, would we be part of it?
Will we know that we froze?
So
Yeah,
people
well,
even
we know that we. What if we do freeze and we just don't know that we freeze? What if when we go to sleep, that's really that person putting the
But
game down?
Shane was like, what
That's
if
what I'm saying.
you look up in the sky and
Putting
it's
our
just like,
controller down.
you know,
Yes.
a piece just switched.
He said, what if a piece of the sky just switch, glitch right in front of her?
Yeah.
They
So
said
then
they got videos of planes.
It
a
had,
plane
but
going
wait,
over a bridge,
but wait,
bro.
on some crazy shit. I'm not gonna cap to y'all. It has. I've seen that shit when I was a jit. I swear to God on my dude.
Remember me and
I
you
put that
seen
shit
a
on my
fairy.
Ruby. I put that shit on my
Remember,
grandma
I
Ruby.
swear,
bro.
I swear
to
on
God.
it. I swear
to
on
God,
it.
bro.
Look.
I
Alright, so
swear
look.
on it.
Let me tell this first.
On everything we saw fairy.
A fairy?
I mean, like,
Alright, so
bro,
look, I saw a cloud, bro.
on
Alright, so
some
look.
real shit.
As a kid, my room was set up. See, you know how my house is. You know what Micah's game room is upstairs?
Yeah.
That was my room when I was a kid. And at the, you know, the first window right there by the closet. That was where my treasure chest was as a kid and shit, right? Like that's why I used to play at. I used to drive my cars and listen to like cars drive past. That's why I told you I did music and shit. I used to hear beats on the cars and shit driving past. But look, it was a rainy ass day, right? I'm looking out the window, I'm playing with my car and shit. I look up. I happen to look up and shit because I was watching the lightning and shit. And I happen to look up over my neighbor crib, Miss Marie house, right across the street. And it's a cloud bumming, just one dolo cloud by itself. And it's shooting lightning from both sides, my nigga. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it's just like this. And it disappears over my head. I'm like,
That's some wild shit.
I can't be the only nigga that just seen like
Wait, what you mean?
like it was a cloud. Like it looked like a small like cumulonimbus, like the small little puffy jump. You feel what I'm saying? But it was in the middle of a storm. And it was by itself and it was dumb ass low. Like I thought it was a tornado, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, Nah, that shit by his goddamn. So I'm like, it was nothing else connected. It was just one dolo cloud, and it's shooting lightning from both sides. And I'm sitting here playing with my car. I stopped mid-play.
Do y'all play Mario? You play Mario?
Mm-hmm.
You know it's the little
That's what I was
the
thinking
cloud
about.
shit, yeah.
When he was
The
saying
thing
that, bro,
that
that's
shrink
what
you.
I was thinking about. I was like, oh shit. Yeah,
But
one
bro,
of them
when I
shits
seen that shit, I
following
was
his
like,
ass.
I ain't never seen no shit like that. And I was like, oh yeah, that's wild. That's wild. I was like, nah,
Hey, bro,
something
how you
going
feel
on,
about-
something ain't right.
How you
See,
feel
bro.
about that sleep paralysis shit, bro?
See, I can't really speak on that because I've never really experienced it.
I have.
But I have heard that sleep paralysis can be one of like the most scariest, experiences somebody
Oh,
can
yeah,
have.
bro, that's the scariest experience ever.
Like what happened?
Like that shit just hit out of nowhere. Like that shit can happen through anything. I feel like, cause I went to bed that night stressed out, and as soon as I went to sleep, I just felt something heavy on me, bro. But I was like, something don't feel right. Hold on, why can I close my eyes? This is when I was staying out so. And I was like, yo, why can I close my eyes? It's hard as fuck. I got them shits closed, bro. It felt like something was prying my eyes back open. I was like, bro, as long as I close my eyes, I won't see shit. I ain't gonna see shit. So I tried to keep them shits closed, bro. It felt like something was trying to open them. And then I had to fight the feeling. I was like, you gotta wake up, nigga. You gotta wake up.
See, but that's crazy because it's
You
like
gotta wake up.
it's like you have no choice but to believe it because everybody who I've met that says that they've experienced that have
Say the
always said the
same
same thing. That
But
you
I didn't
wake
try
up,
to fight it.
You try
though.
to scream.
Apollo,
you can't move,
that's what
you can't
scared
do
me about
anything.
mine,
Like,
bro.
when
Is
you
you know how
screaming,
tough my
can't
pit
nobody
bull
hear
is.
you.
Apollo is the
None
most
of that,
gangster
man.
pit bull you'll ever meet in your life, shit. He love people inside the house.
Bro, I
He
even tried to
absolutely
call
love
for
you.
your name, bro, because I was like, if I
But this
call for
nigga's a
QRR,
demon in the
maybe
street.
they'll hear me, and I couldn't say nothing.
He's
He's a big ass pit.
He's a pit bull. He's white and black. That's my dog. That's my son for real. But I'm sleep, right? I like the way I moved into a lodger's room now, right, and shit. So like his bed is set up right on the wall, right in front of his door. So like when I sleep, I usually sleep on my right side, facing the wall, because that's when my phone is charging that and shit, and that's why I fall asleep. Apollo's laying at the edge of my bed, and I wake up, but I can't move. You feel me? But I feel like there's something behind me in my room. Cause my TV's off, but it's moving. My TV makes a sound when it's getting touched, and it sounds like something's touching, like someone's touching the buttons and moving the TV around. And Apollo's standing on my bed. He's not growling, he's not barking, he's just standing there.
Yeah, see, but I feel like.
But wait, this is what had me fucked up. When the shit stopped on the TV, Apollo got scared and laid down, and then got really scared and got under the bed. And then I felt this shit like get close and then leave. But when I woke up, the fucking little goddamn door that's in the lodger's room was open. I was like, oh fuck no. I was like, oh yeah, close this.
bro.
See, that's
Put a
Your
couch in
dog,
front of
son,
that
your
shit.
dog was watching that
But
shit,
see,
bro.
Yes, bro.
But see,
And I
look,
was
it's
like,
like-
bro,
it's
I ain't
crazy 'cause
fucking
it's
with
like-
that bit, bro.
Was in your room?
Yes.
Bro, one night, bro, I was on FaceTime with her, bro. Yeah, I thought she was trying to play me. And she told me, one night in bed, and I just heard,
It wasn't Teo.
but then I was like, dude, it's just probably my dog. He probably at the door. And she was like, you sure? I was like, that shit did sound kind of off. And she was like, yeah. So I opened the door, and Teo wasn't there, bro. I was like, hold the fuck up.
Oh no. See, but that's some shit you gotta tell me because I'm living in that house at the time, nigga. You should have came, bro. Your first reaction should have been, let me go tell
Nah,
you.
bro.
Cause
You know how black people is. I was like this.
I would have packed my
Nope,
shit
it
that
was my
night.
dog.
Hotel.
Nope,
It was my dog.
See, but you know
Nope.
that's
Hell
why
no, not
bro,
me.
that's why some shit like The Conjuring can't happen to black families, bro. We just
Hell
gonna be like,
no.
nah, hell nah, the devil is a lie. The devil is a lie.
thinking about
I'm
that
getting
shit,
out of
yeah.
this
You ain't
house.
never seen a ghost before?
But bro,
Bro,
I don't. But I feel the presence of like, bro. But listen, bro. So
I didn't see them niggas.
Back
I
to
got
your
beat
dog,
twice
though,
in
bro.
one day behind a
look,
goose.
bro. So back, like, it was like back when I was in
Intentionally.
like
I knew
middle
I was gonna
school.
get beat, but I
Nah,
won't stay
back
in that
when,
room.
Back when I was at Nansman, we had this homeboy named Jordan, right? And this
Oh,
is why I
yeah.
believe some humans really do have a sixth sense
this is why I believe that
and
shit.
stuff
Swear to God.
because this
This
dude
a
came in
true
my
ass
house,
story.
right? So it's like I met him when I was in like 8th grade, but this was only like the beginning of my sophomore
I
year.
just came home that
So
night from
bro
my
came
homeboy
to the crib, right? It was his first time ever coming to my house. So bro got to the crib, we was sitting there chilling and stuff, and then bro started telling me like, hey, you know, bro, like I don't really tell a lot of people this, but like, you know, I can feel stuff and see stuff that other people don't. Like, I'm not trying to freak you out and stuff, but
Both of us
you feel
like
me? If you
bullshit.
like, if I'm gonna call you like, you know, my brother and shit, like I want you to know what's up and shit, which is why sometimes I be like, you know, quiet and, you know, like I'm straying away and stuff like that. So I'm like, bro, like bullshit, bro. Like, the fuck you mean, bro? I swear to God, but we sitting in my dad's like room over the garage watching TV. Bro was like, he was like, yeah. So for instance, he was like, whenever he goes somewhere that's evil, he can feel it. Whenever he goes somewhere that's good, he can feel it and he can see it and stuff too. So basically, we were like, nah, that's bullshit, you know, like,
And he said when he
whatever.
get near the president,
So
his eyes
he
water
was
and
like,
shit.
yeah, so literally, he was like, when he gets near good, he was like, it's like such like a joy, he gets like happy tears from it and stuff. So basically, I was like, bro, I said, if you really saying this, walk around my house right now, because I need to know some shit in here. On God, I'm packing up and
Yeah,
leaving.
because me and Q always be like,
so,
we felt
we
like something
always was
there,
like
bro.
something was looking up down that
Yes,
hallway.
we
So
like something
bro
that-
got
something
up,
just
right? He
felt
got
like
up
something was watching
and he
you.
was walking. He walked up. It was like another case of steps. You get to the bathroom, the laundry closet, my room, and then as he going around, it's this big ass master bedroom, but nobody ever sleeps in there. It's the biggest room in the house, but my parents took the master bedroom downstairs because they up in age. So the master bedroom upstairs, me and Tony always kept the door closed. My dad would be mad as a bitch when he kept it closed, but he not gonna believe us if we be like, nah, something in there. You know, he just gonna be like, no, I had this house built, whatever. So we was like, yeah, and granted, my parents did have that house built and stuff. So we went in. He was walking around. He got to like the edge of the steps, and from the edge of the steps you can see into the master bedroom, right? He opened the door. As soon as he opens the door, he just kind of like hit like something, just like a big fresh air, just like, you know how you walk outside and the wind hits you and you just be like like, you feel me, like that. So we was like, what the fuck, like, what the hell going on? And he told us something, I can tell that your dad had this house built and it was blessed and shit. And I didn't tell him that. But, you know, my dad did have a priest and a pastor come bless the house.
He was looking around like this. He was like,
so he was like, then he was like, he just put his hand on the wall, and he was like, nah, there's definitely something here, but it's good. Like, it's not even just protecting y'all, it's protecting this land and shit. So I'm like, bro, what the hell are you talking about? Is this some Indian shit? Like, what the hell? So he's like, bro, so we go back in the other room, we sitting down. At this point, he's still crying. Like, he's sitting normal, but he literally has tears coming out of his eyes. So I'm just like, bro, like, what the hell is going on, bro? Like, what do you see? And stuff. And he was like, I see an old lady. So at this point, I'm freaking out, because I'm like, bro, you only hear old ladies in scary movies. That's trouble. That means this shit's not good.
But you know what's crazy? There's an old lady that lives in my mom's house. It's an old white lady.
Yeah, but look,
it's an
so
old little girl.
This
She's not old.
dude
She's
sat
like
right here,
5 or
bro.
6.
He sat right on the couch, bro. I kid you not, bro. Like, I will put this shit on my, like, I don't swear on nobody's life, bro, but I will put this shit on my son's life, bro. He sat right there on my dad's couch and literally explained to me head to toe what my grandma looks like. And he's never ever seen her a day in his life. She was passed away way before I even got to high school. Like, my grandma passed away when I was in 6th grade, matter of fact. So, and he literally sat right there, head to toe.
And he said she was just
literally
smiling
head
at us.
to toe.
He said she
like,
was standing at the top
I'm
of
talking
the
like
stairs,
from the gray hair with the black streaks in it to the wrinkles in her, and like right here under her eyes, to her eye color, to the way she smiled. Cause my grandma always smiles a certain way. She don't cheese, but she'll give you that little smirk, like. And she was just like, yeah, she's sitting here right here just looking at y'all, like. And I'm like, bro, my grandma always makes that face. And he was like, yeah, but you know, she's looking right at y'all right now, and she's proud and shit, bro. And I kid you not, bro, that shit brought tears to my eyes, bro. Cause he's never seen a picture of her, nothing. And he described her head to toe.
But
bro.
I have
like
heard stories like from my homeboy. Like, this is like family. This nigga told me when little brother was very young, right? He was in his house, and he had woke up for some reason. He always slept in the baby brother's room because he always like, you know what I mean? He always like taking care of his younger siblings. His father, he's the oldest, so he always had to take care of him. You feel me? And he's like, at some point, he woke up during that night, and something told him to roll over. You feel what I'm saying? Something told him look and check on his little brother. He rolls over and he sees this 6 foot tall black figure holding his baby brother like this and rocking him back to sleep. And he said once he put the baby back to sleep, he laid him back down and just stood there. He was like, he ain't never seen such evil do so. He was like, it looked evil, but it looked good.
Yeah, see, like
and he was like, I can't understand it, but I feel like it wanted me to know it was there, but it didn't want me to see who he was yet.
Yeah, like once,
he was
like my mom.
He was just telling me that I got y'all.
Remember that story? Mom was like, my mom was in her mom's house when she was a kid, and she was like, it was when my grandma got off work one day, was cleaning, like she used to clean, you know, Caucasian people's houses. She was, you know, she was a maid, so she got home from work one day, and she was like really sick. Like my mom was like, she took off work for like 3-4 weeks, damn near like a month, and then basically she was like, the doctor had told my mom basically that my grandma had a heart attack. Well, she had like a minor heart attack, and that she was basically supposed to be bed rest for like the next 3 months. But my grandma being bed rest for the next 3 months, obviously, you know, she would have lost the house. They would have been homeless because they grew up, you know, in poverty and stuff. So that's just how it was. So my mom was like, one night, her and her sister, which my aunt, was just sitting on the couch, just, you know, looking at the little black and white TV and stuff, and she was like, you just see this white glow just come from behind the TV. And she was like, both of them like attest to this day, and I've never heard my mom lie on anything. And she literally was like, her and my Aunt Elsie literally just sat there and watched the white glow go from behind the TV across the wall into the bedroom. The next day, my grandma got up and walked out that bed, and the doctor told basically my mom that she was supposed to be bed rest. She wasn't gonna be strong enough to walk. She damn sure couldn't walk to work. She damn sure couldn't clean nothing and stuff like that. So I was like, and that's just another test to like, I feel like spirits and stuff and ghosts out here is real and stuff. It has to be and stuff. Like, there's videos, I don't know, everybody probably seen that video of that guy that was riding his bike in the middle of the street, and the truck was about to literally obliterate him, and the camera caught this big ass white flash of light just come like yank him out of the way and stuff. And even the guy got up knowing that something just touched him, because he was looking around in the middle of the street like.
You talking about the one on the like the street camper?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, you said one real? Oh, damn, but still, I feel like this shit's real. But it's gotta be. Especially if they say The Conjuring and stuff is a true story. That shit's scary as fuck.
Bruh.
Insidious, scary as fuck. I don't never want to learn how to.
Dreamwalkers is real, bro.
I don't never want to learn how to sleepwalk,
bro,
or astral project.
I told you about that little girl, the one that came up to me and said she watched herself sleep. She was like, I watched myself sleep last night. And she was crying. And I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, see, that's wild. That is
wild.
yeah, see, but that's crazy to like being a teacher assistant and like a summer camp counselor and stuff. Like,
you hear a lot of shit.
Kids aren't afraid to just say shit, you know. But sometimes I feel like most teachers and stuff, you don't pay attention to some stuff that kids say and stuff. But I was always one of those people who like, I would catch on to it and be like, wait, repeat that? You just said you saw what? And they would be like, oh yeah, I think I saw a ghost in my mom's house last night, but I wasn't sure.
And just keep
but
talking.
they'll just say it and keep talking.
No,
and I'll just be like, no, wait, time out, pause. Let's go back. Forget Uno. Back to what you just said.
We're not playing Uno no more.
Exactly. I'm done with Uno. You win. What did you just say? Like, for real, I had to do that. So many kids. We was playing football once. I threw a pass to this kid. He caught the ball, fell down. It was Amir. He got up, tossed something. Yeah, fuck yeah. And he's like in 3rd grade. So like he didn't say nothing, about ghosts or nothing, but it was still one of those moments that I was like, wait, pause. Forget the fact that you just caught that. What did you just say? He was like, I said, heck yeah. And I was like, no, hell no. That's not what you said.
Let's go ahead and get right.
He told something. And the kids always just look at you. Are you gonna tell? No, I don't care. Just don't say it again.
You gonna tell? Shit.
For real, they always hit you with that. You're not gonna tell, are you? You probably just gonna talk to my mom when she get here. And I don't like the kids that be like, well, you can talk to her. I don't care. And I'm gonna talk to her then. And I still don't. I ain't never like talking to kids' parents when they got in trouble. Cause I felt like the parent would be mad at me instead of their kid. And I ain't ever want to deal with the confrontation. So it was like, nah, fuck that. Your kid had a great day. Knowing
that nigga's a demon.
Knowing that nigga
he's a demon.
Still be like,
he had a great
day. No, he did not. That nigga's a terror. Fuck him, he's off the team. Fuck that kid. Fuck them damn kids. I quit.
Lying
my ass off to them parents. The kids that I really cared about, I keep it real, cause them parents, like, I had an actual personal relationship with, so like they knew, you feel me, I could keep it real with them and they can keep it real with me. Like, I don't have to sugarcoat it. They know what's up and stuff. But most parents, they not going, especially, certain parents, they don't like other people trying to discipline their kids. So to me, if you don't like somebody else disciplining your kids, then don't put them in camp and stuff like that, because we don't just allow anything.
I'm not just going to.
Yes, and I don't know why some parents feel like, oh, just because my kid's not with me, you still not supposed to tell him what to do. That's bullshit, because I'll cut your kid out. But
Facts.
I don't know though, so.
Hey, what about the Mandela effect? About the Chick-fil-A shit?
Alright, look, so I don't know if y'all heard about this, but it's this theory going around. Well, it's not really a theory. It's called the Mandela effect. So basically, I think it's like,
Let her explain it.
Yeah, you gotta say this.
Take it.
Right, so basically, I think it's like, what if how the saying is? Well, for starters, how they say the world will end as we know it, and stuff. So, does that as we know it part mean deeper than what we think it does, and stuff, or do we not even pay attention to that as we know it part? Because there's certain things that we obviously feel like has changed and stuff. I don't know about y'all, but I grew up loving Kit Kats, and I always remember it having the dash in between the Kit and the cat, always. And then out of nowhere, the company is now saying that there was never a dash. It's always just been Kit Kat.
I wish I saved one of them rappers now.
And stuff.
No
yes,
cap,
I really wish I had my Halloween candy from when I was 10.
They trying to
That shit pisses me off.
Like, it's got it, and then
Chick-fil-A that always had a K.
They saw some Chick-fil-A. I always grew up remembering Chick-fil-A CHIK dash Phil A and stuff, but they say there was never a K. It's always been CHICK, which is bullshit, because I always felt like that's what made Chick-fil-A unique.
Yeah,
because of the K and the chick and stuff. It's not like Chickasee.
Bro, I remember
like,
seeing it on the bag. It said
CHIK.
CHIK with the cow behind that nigga.
Exactly. Like they probably, like I said, they probably gonna end up saying, or they probably saying now that the cows never said eat more chicken and stuff, but we all know they did. So I don't know. It's a lot of stuff that's changing out here. Like, it's a couple other ones I can't think of right now, but Chick-fil-A,
The Tootsie Roll Pop.
yes.
The Tootsie Roll Pop where he was like,
Oh yeah.
How
I don't
many
know.
licks?
All of y'all have seen the commercial with the little girl and the owl who sat right on the tree and said, "How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? 1,
a
2, and
a
a 3."
and a crunch.
And then he crunched that shit. They saying that shit never
Never happened. That's a fucking cap.
That's cap.
I know for a fucking fact I seen that shit.
Yes,
You
I
got to
remember
fight
that
me.
commercial word for word.
Whoever had Tootsie
Word
Roll,
for
I'm gonna
word.
fuck y'all up. I swear to God.
And that's what.
And that's not a threat.
We came out on the
I'm
other
just coming
side
at y'all
of the,
legally because that shit is wrong. Y'all know y'all put that
Like,
shit in
what
y'all
if the world
commercials when
really
we was
did
younger. I'm a
in
90s
2012?
baby. I was born in 98. I remember seeing that. My eyes ain't dumb.
And then we got sent to another universe.
Like,
Fuck.
we
I
can
see
say
everything, man.
We gonna say that. But that jam is crazy. Like, I forgot what they said to that one though. The one he just said. Wait, what's the Mandela
effect
effect?
does it take to get to the Tootsie
Yeah, what did
Roll
they say it said?
Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Roll.
It is not that.
It was not that
Tootsie
damn
Roll center of a Tootsie Pop.
It was not that
It was
goddamn
never
long.
that. It was
It
never,
don't even sound
that's
right.
a tongue twister. That
That don't even sound right.
Man,
Tell me that shit sound right.
Man, that owl can't even speak like that. They capping.
Nah, I'll wait. Tell me it should sound right.
Like a Tootsie. Wait, get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop and a Tootsie Pop. Like, that shit don't sound right. Man, it's just shit out here that's changing, y'all. Y'all gotta pay attention to it. Like, I don't know if anybody's ever noticed all of the things that we just stated, but they have changed, and they saying that certain things, like,
Last Thursday theory.
well, and before that, the Darth Vader. That's another Mandela.
That the
So-
world ended last Thursday.
The Darth Vader one.
Yeah, the Darth Vader one. So basically, it's like, I don't know, everybody. I used to love Star Wars growing up. I still have the movie. Matter of fact, I have Star Wars 3 in the house right now, and I promise you, when Darth Vader met Luke, he said, "Luke, I am your father." They saying that he never said Luke. He never said, "I am your father." All he said was, "I'm the father."
Even the dude who said
No, he
it
said-
trying to claim that he ain't say
Yeah.
He
that.
said no. I'm your father.
Yeah, he said,
He
"No,
doesn't say
I'm the
Luke,
father."
I'm your father.
And he doesn't, and there's no "and," but even if you go out, and I don't know, everybody used to have the old Darth Vader toys and stuff. There's even ones that they sell now that when you pull the string, he says, "Luke, I am your father." Like, everybody remembers that shit. Anybody who's seen Star Wars, that's one of the main parts you remember in Star Wars 3. Like, it's one of the biggest. You can't like, you can't forget shit like that. So I don't know.
You can't.
It can't. But so
I can call
now,
my Dukes
the
right
last
now.
Thursday jump.
And we ain't even speaking. And she'll tell you that.
The world ended last Thursday.
Yeah, so obviously there was a one that the world ended last Thursday. But you gotta explain that louder.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Okay. So, I think that theory go like, the world was created last Thursday.
Last week.
It is kind of confusing.
You gotta say it. Start me off, cause I'm kind of confused.
So it's either the world ended last Thursday,
Or
the
it was
world-
created.
Yeah, or it was created last Thursday.
Mhm.
And all of our memories are fake because we were just created like last Thursday. So like all of our memories are fake. It's just making us think that we've been here, but really we haven't.
Okay, so I guess so it's like basically we only remember up to last Thursday.
Oh, that also goes along with the simulation theory because like we were made and then our memories were like already implanted in our head.
Right.
Time out. No, I don't think that's the one. The
No.
one.
That
The,
is
the
it.
reason why I think the last Thursday theory is the one is because when I was a kid, I don't remember my first day at kindergarten.
I mean,
But-
they say most kids you
but
forget
actually, I
your
do.
childhood as you grow up.
Huh?
At
A lot they say at a
you
certain
forget your
age,
childhood.
that's why none of us remember our infanthood. Like, we never remember who held us as a baby, but we always have that feeling. You feel me? Like when we meet somebody, that's where deja vu comes from, because it's something we actually have done before. We just like have like I don't know what they call it, but it's like a split memory on it of something. So, but I feel like the last Thursday
That
theory
deja
is
vu
real.
shit crazy too.
and stuff. Yeah, deja vu is deeper than what we think it is.
Yes.
And so we're gonna touch up back on more of the stuff and just come back with more facts and stuff. But everything we basically said so far is true. But
Ooh,
It's
the
just
flat Earth theory.
the flat
Bro.
Earth. All right, so basically, I love this one. I forgot about it, but this is honestly one of my favorites.
It's one of my favorites. Too.
It's like basically, we all know the Earth is round, right? But you know,
Do we?
looking at the geographical features of the Earth
Do we?
in context, when you stand up and look in the distance, you can never see a curve in the Earth, no matter where you are. You always just see a flat line, and then eventually, you know, you just don't see.
And
any
they say
further.
the pictures that they take out of space and NASA are also photoshopped.
Yes,
And
because
also it's proven because
NASA
there's
just now
certain,
came out
cloud
with
patterns in the pictures that repeat itself.
yes, like they literally copied and pasted pictures of clouds over the
Okay,
Earth.
okay, let me do this one. Let me do this one. All right, so the flat Earth theory, right? I sound sick. Okay, so the flat Earth theory, the reason why it exists. So, how would I explain this? If the Earth was flat, that means like God made us for a reason. Like this is all here, and then like the sun is for us, the moon is for us, like everything is for us. So like that's what the flat Earth theory says. Like we're here for a reason. Like Earth, life has meaning and stuff like that, right? So the globe theory, that takes that away. Like we're here on accident. Like we're just a rock floating
Through space.
So that's what that says. So the government, people are saying the government made that up. So like it's easy for us to be controlled and stuff like that. And like people already know that we can't trust the government. Okay, and then NASA created the video of us walking on the moon, and like everybody knows that that's fake today, because like
It's obvious.
yeah, like most people believe that that's fake. So like that proves that we can't trust NASA. So then okay, everyone in the world gets our pictures from NASA. Like everyone in the world gets the pictures from the globe and stuff, and their maps from NASA. So like, and we already know that we can't trust them.
And then I think they said it's also like the flat Earth theory. It's like if they've actually interviewed most pilots and stuff, and they always say regardless if you go to the north or south to Antarctica, you basically just run into a big ice wall.
And they do
And
not ever let anyone.
They don't ever let a plane go. Basically, it's really like this. Like they really have a base. There's a secret base that the United States has, and is based in Antarctica. And it's the name of the base, ironically, is called the North Pole.
The base is supposed to
And
be the border.
it's really the base is supposed to be what controls the border of the Earth, meaning that so basically the wall, the station is basically like the border of Earth, and any plane who flies anywhere near the wall gets redirected, or they actually shoot it down. Like they've never let a plane come close to that wall because they maybe they might be afraid you might go over the wall and find out what's really up, or you might run into the wall and some shit might glitch, or some shit like that. So that adds to the flat Earth theory and stuff. And the pilots that they have interviewed had attested saying that when you reach a certain point in Antarctica or even going north, you always get turned around by flight control. All the flight patterns go away from the walls.
And they somehow got the
All
whole
of them.
world.
Every
agree
flight pattern goes
to not
away
go
from the
over that
world.
wall.
And that's why they feel like they came up with the United States Peace Party. I forgot what they call them. The United Nations, basically, where it's a representative from each nation and stuff. They come in and they meet and stuff, and they feel like that's where they made the agreement to no matter what country you in, no matter where you from, you do not go near that wall. Whatever the case may be, I just feel like one day somebody
And
might
that
need
makes
to
you
find
think,
out
though, what the fuck is over that
and stuff.
wall?
And really,
What if-
I feel like what if the North Pole is really what they make us feel like is the North Pole? Like I don't love to ruin childhood dreams and stuff. Like I want my kids to grow up believing in Santa Claus, but on the real, if you think about it, they really say that this base is the only one of the few bases in the Earth that can basically see everywhere. It's basically like if y'all seen Fast and Furious, it's basically like a form of God's eye, but on a base. If you watch Netflix, I don't know if y'all seen Z Nation, but when the outbreak broke out and the whole United States fell under and the world fell under the attack of, you know, the deaths and the zombies, they sent this one little kid from the military out to this base in the middle of Antarctica, and it was surrounded by an ice wall behind it, and the name of that base was the North Pole and stuff. So it obviously it exists. They're putting it in shows, they're putting it in movies and stuff. They're showing us that, you know, there is stuff out there, and they really tell us that Antarctica is unlivable, but they have a whole base out there. And why is that? Why do you think that's why they're telling us that it's unlivable?
But what if when you go over this wall, you break out the simulation? It will beyond the simulation. You go over that wall, you break out, and that's why they don't want nobody going over. They don't
See,
want
like
us
I
to
said,
realize
what if even if you hit the wall, it might glitch.
Mm-hmm.
You might
What if
damage.
that's the end of the globe?
Because they made a Black Mirror episode about people breaking out of a simulation. All these people was dating each other, and they supposed to follow. They think they're supposed to follow the rules, and everybody's supposed to live there happily. But then these two couples, they didn't follow the rules, and they went over this wall, this big ass white wall, and then the thing said that they won.
Yeah, and if
That
you think about it, yes.
You broke out the
And if you
simulation.
think about it, in each movie,
And the whole time it went back to their real life, and these niggas was at a bar chilling.
see, and if you think about it, in each movie like that, it's always the border of the earth or the simulation is always a white wall.
Mm-hmm.
All of it. It's never a different color.
And they
It's
always say
white.
that. They
Even
put,
in Ice Age,
what they
you
put on
seen
TV
it's always a white wall.
what they put on TV is what they trying to get us used to. So, and everything they put on TV has come true.
Even games like Hunger Games and Fortnite, all of that is based off.
They
Basically,
showing us so
Hunger
that we
Games
get
was an
comfortable. So when
originator
it happens,
of.
we won't be
To
shocked.
me, as a gamer myself, I feel like Hunger Games was the originator of the Battle Royale. Because once they came out with Hunger Games, it started being more consistent to, okay, well, you know, you got to go in this arena and fight your way out and stuff and win money for your district and stuff. And basically, it's like if you think about the Hunger Games in real life, it can happen even mathematically because it's 50 states. If you choose 2 people from each state, that's 100 people. When you go into Fortnite, how many people is in the arena? 100. Even on Call of Duty, when you go into the arena, how many
100.
people's in it? 100. And you have to fight till how many's left? 1. Even if they say you have to kill, even the Hunger Games, they said you have to kill the person from your own district. It can only be one survivor and stuff. That's why, and I just feel like they're getting kids used to that and stuff. So then they're gonna be like, oh, this is just like Fortnite. I'm gonna go in here and snap. You feel me?
Right.
They'll love to do it and stuff because they grew up playing it. They're like, oh shit, bro, this is real.
Right.
Yeah, I could jump off this plane and go in here and fight for my state. You feel me? I'm about to go get